coverage, we'll see the Colorado Rockies taking on the San Francisco Giants. And it's off to San Francisco we go for the call by Gary Thorne, along with analysts Steve Phillips and John Kruk.
And we welcome you to baseball. Monday night, Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. This young pitcher is oohed and ahhed them all, and Madison Bumgarner will try and ooh and ah again. He's on the mound. A wonderful night in store for us. Beautiful AT&T Park lit up for our game. You see the glow of the city lights behind us. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Colorado lineup.
Well, the southpaw on the mound today, this one is going to have to be on top of his game. But when he's on, he's usually pretty darn good. But this is a quality lineup he's facing, which means he's going to have to really execute his pitches to get out of jams.
Here's a look at the Rockies lineup. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, not a lot of 5-tool players in the game today. Carlos Gonzalez, to me, is one of them. He can hit lefties as well as righties from the left-handed batter's box, but he can also play a great outfield, a great throwing arm, and if he gets on, he can steal bases, too.
Leadoff hitter Dexter Fowler will get us going.
Stats really show you the consistency he's giving his team, going 14 for his last 34 at-bats.
And he's done everything he can to help the guys behind him always on base.
And he's on. That's a nice way to jumpstart your offense. Now let's take a quick look at the Giants and how they line up defensively. So, John, any individual stand out?
Well, from day one in the big leagues when he arrived, Buster Posey's been a leader on the field, and that's what you want from your catcher. He has to take charge of the pitching staff, but he also has to take charge of the running game, and he has done that as good as anybody.
Bombardozzi at the plate. Fouled away. Foul! Bumgarner gets set and delivers. There's a swing, fly ball down the line and left. One down. And there's going to be more tomorrow afternoon. We'll see Miguel Cabrera and the Detroit Tigers. They host the Toronto Blue Jays. That will kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Well, Gary, fans are going to want to tune into that one because I think that's got a chance to be a heck of a ball game.
One away, and here's Carlos Gonzalez. The Giants fans called 2012 season torture, but in the end, well, it all paid off. Another World Series and a 4-0 sweep over the Tigers. Giants, their second championship since moving to San Francisco, not to mention doing it in the last 3 seasons. And Carlos Gonzalez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even up the count. And for the Giants, they look like they were left for dead so many times in the playoffs. Down 0-2, 3 games in Cincy, down 3-1 against the Cardinals. Somehow, Steve, they came back.
Well, you just saw how much momentum, could do for them. And, once they were in the World Series coming off of a Game 7 NLCS blowout, then nothing was going to hold them down. They were clearly a team of destiny last season.
It's hit foul by Gonzalez. Gonzalez fights off another pitch.
Well, he had him set up for that 2-2 pitch to go up in the zone. I tell you, when that ball left the pitcher's hand, the pitcher thought, okay, I got him right here. But no, that
hit up the middle. It's scooped up. Over to second for 1. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1. Let's take a peek at the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. Number 1, the Brewers. Second, the Rockies. The Nationals third. The D-backs fourth. And fifth best, the Reds.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things. This team is great at it, one of the best in the league last year, just hitting the balls in gaps, hitting the ball over the wall, and that's why they score so many runs, because they're always in scoring position.
And it goes foul. Foul! Bumgarner gets set and delivers. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And Belt will put it away, and that will retire the side. And Darvish is the pitcher. He'll be starting this one for Colorado. Steve will be focusing here on these San Francisco hitters. What's he thinking about?
Well, the offense is going to be important to support this good right-handed pitcher on the mound today. He's facing a great lineup. This team could put some runs up on the board. So if his club could score early It could take some of the pressure off of him and allow him to get in the strike zone a little earlier in the count.
And a swing and a miss. Strike three. Angel Pagan is gone.
So a great job hitting at 0-2. That third pitch, unhittable.
Guess he figured, why waste the pitch? Save the arm. He did.
Nice job.
And we're going to see Scutaro here.
You know, the Rockies failed to break the 30-win mark on the road in 2012, ending the year with a 29-52 record as a visitor. One of the big problems for them, beyond their pitching, which was a disaster, was that they couldn't get the same power on the road as they had at home.
Low pitch from Darvish for a ball. Going back to what Steve was saying with that humidor in Denver now, it's not as though the entire ballpark is a playpen for hitters. The Rockies, however, just couldn't get enough of the balls over the fences on the road.
Well, and a lot of that had to do with injuries to their power guys. You know, Tulowitzki's a 30-homer guy. He missed a lot of the season. They did still hit a lot at home, 100, only 66 on the road. That has to change.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Ground ball, Scutaro. Pacheco, and they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He's normally not called on to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task of getting the out.
And it's Buster Posey standing in.
Just a good stretch of performances. He's won 9 for his last 20 at-bats. Seemingly on base every single time he goes to the plate, making such a big difference for his team, giving them chances to score runs.
Line drive left of the bag and foul. Darvish with a pitch. Posey fouls it off again. That one is fouled by Posey. Posey battling here with yet another foul ball. Posey fouls it off again.
Well, anytime you're behind in a count, and in this case the 1-2 count, you have to maintain that focus. You have to really be dialed into what the pitcher's throwing. You have to get in that defensive mode, though, and make sure you can foul off, and that's what he did there to keep himself going.
And the 1-2 from Darvish. And Buster Posey is struck out. That was a big cut and a miss. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. We're scoreless in San Francisco. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things started. And so Michael Kadaya leads it off.
For 3, Michael Kadaya.